Ladies and gentlemen, in the second session, we would like to introduce the second moderator, Ibu Sri Widatiningsih, Master of Midwifery. She is a lecturer and head of diplomatry of Magelang Midwifery Study Program. Ibu Widati, time is yours.
Thank you, Listi, BMC. Assalamualaikum. Peace be unto you all. Welcome back to the second session of our video conference on maternal and child health, the double challenge in non-communicable diseases and the COVID-19 pandemic. My name is Widati, Sri Widatiningsih. I'm from Semarang Health Polytechnic, and I'm very excited to be the moderator during this session. Here we got around 4,000 participants. I would like to send my warm regards to you who come from United Kingdom. Hello. And I would like to say hello to you who are from Algeria, Argentina, Qatar, Vietnam, Japan, Bangladesh, and also the Philippines. Hello, everybody. And especially for you come from Indonesia, my warm best regard to you all. I hope you all will be able to join this session until the end. Okay. For this session, we have 4 speakers and all are incredible experts, as you can see here. Okay. I want to do a quick overview towards this session. At the beginning, we will have Dr. Christiana Wijayanti, Master of Midwifery from Semarang Health Polytechnic, who will be delivering the topic of happy breastfeeding during the COVID-19 pandemic. Then followed by Mrs. Hanifa Mahardani, BSPH, MPH, PhD from Diponegoro University with the topic of ensuring maternal health among female workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. And there will be 20 minutes for part 1 discussion. But let's see if the second speaker is not available, we can do the discussion earlier. Subsequently, there will be Laila Chik Ismail, PhD. She's from University of Sharjah, United Arab Emirates, whom is also affiliated with Oxford University, UK. She will be presenting assessing growth in the first 1,000 days of life. And at last, we will have Professor Dr. Yinghui Chen, PhD from Asia University, Taiwan, who will be sharing with us about social and cultural action towards COVID-19 in Taiwan. Afterwards, we will be entering part 2 discussion for about 20 minutes. I would like to remind you that you can submit your question at any time during the presentation through the pigeonhole. The link will be shared shortly, or maybe has already been shared. You can either submit your own questions, but don't forget to put the name of the speakers. Last time we don't have any name of the speakers, so it makes us a bit confused. So you can either submit your own question by mentioning the name of the speakers, or you can vote to the question that is available in the pigeonhole, which fits to your query. Please don't forget to put the name of the speakers once again. And only about 2 questions, mostly voted, will be discussed for each speaker. Now let's start with our first speaker. Okay, we will start with Ibu Christiana. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Christiana Wijayanti, Master of Midwifery. She will be coming soon, okay? She is the head of Diplomatry Midwifery Study Program of Blora, Semarang Health Polytechnic. She graduates from Australian Catholic University, Melbourne, Australia. And she pursued her doctoral degree at Diponegoro University. She was awarded several short courses from Amsterdam University and Chiang Mai University. Her area of interest is breastfeeding, which is supported by lots of research and publications nationally and internationally. She will be talking about happy breastfeeding during the COVID-19 pandemic. So please warm welcome Dr. Christiana Wijayanti, Master of Midwifery. Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you for the time given to me. Thank you for my wonderful moderator this afternoon or this second session, Mas Widati. Just a bit joke about me and Miss Widati during we were in the Australia many years ago. When we meet the Australian, when Ms. Widati asked to them, they can clearly understand what Ms. Widati said. But some Australian didn't understand what I say. So, so that's the fact. We can see that how wonderful she is, and we know the English is very nice.
But that's not the topic.
That's not the
Okay,
topic.
sorry, just
Okay.
joking.
Okay, I split it. Okay. The respected head of Health, Human Resource, Education Center, Ministry of Health, Dr. Sugianto, Sarjana Pendidikan, Master Applied Science that joined with us in the morning. The Director of Semarang Health Polytechnic, Bapak Marsum BE SPD MHP, and my respected the head of midwifery department, Ibu Sri Rahayu, all management in the Health Polytechnic of Semarang, and Juris Committee. I also a part of this committee in this event, and maybe all participants has to be know that we already working very hard to conduct this this event. Hopefully all of you will be pleased and happy with this occasion. And also my warm regard for all of participants that like moderator said, they come from many countries, and this is something proud for us because all of you can join our event. Actually, I really glad to be here, being a speaker in the great international video conference with a lot of participants. So it's not just very our real hard topic. This about actually about my concern related with breastfeeding during pandemic of COVID-19. As moderator said that I have a bit study in the breastfeeding topic like that. So maybe this like sharing, and I also still need everything you have information. So we like sharing information actually. Maybe my slide, please. Even until now, there is data that the failure of breastfeeding is happened during in COVID-19 pandemic, or we also don't have any data about decreasing the number of mother who breastfeed because of the situation. But I think we need to anticipate it. We need to anticipate so this problem will not be happen according me like that. So even we don't have data now, there is increase the number of mother who breastfeed because of pandemic, and we also don't have data increasing the failure of breastfeeding because of pandemic. But let we think about that. Let we prevent that. So that's not happen because we know that the benefit of breast milk, of the benefit of breastfeeding for the baby and for the mother and for the human resources next of Indonesia, it's still needed. So my sharing information or my topic today is happy breastfeeding during COVID-19 pandemic. Let you know that I put word happy here, yeah, because I think in this situation we have to keep maintain our happiness, and we know that breast milk production to support a breastfeeding process it need psychological aspect that really influence the production of milk. So we know about like an oxytocin or something that is happiness hormone. So when we are happy, so the breast milk will be product more and more. So I put happy breastfeeding during COVID-19 pandemic with a big hope that really that every breastfeeding mother, even in pandemic COVID-19, is still doing breastfeed with happiness. I believe that all of participants here that mostly is health professional maybe or general, people who are interested in our topic. I believe that the most of you has a good understanding in benefit of breastfeed both for the baby and for the mother. But let we start with a review. Why should breast milk? Okay, this is some of the reason why should breast milk. Yeah. Breast milk is the best nutrition for the baby. We know that, especially for the first 6 months. This is worldwide recognized, like what the WHO recommended for all in around the world. The babies who breast milk exclusively will get a natural immune which protect the babies from any disease. I suggest all of you understand this very well. For example, when the baby breast milk exclusively, so the number of respiratory disease and gastrointestinal infection will be reduced. So that's one thing that why should breast milk. The nutrition value in the breast milk provide the nutrition need for the baby's growth and development. We know that the baby not only need a growth, but they also need a development because as a human, they need the both one. So growth and development is important. It will resulted a good human resource rather. We know that the baby is our human resource that will continue our life now. They will be another one who continue our life in the future. And the colostrum of the breast milk give an active immune to the baby that protect the baby from some illness, like that I said before. Breast milk insufficient in the baby might cause delay in baby weight gain. So actually we don't want the baby delaying the baby weight gain is happen because when this is happen, I mean the baby is underweight, for example, because they don't increase the her weight good thing. So the baby in the condition of underweight, it will be influence to the mental development, and we don't want that. So we really want our baby is in the good growth and a good development. Next, please. Now, we look at why mom should breastfeed. I mean, we want to review what is the benefit actually when the mom is breastfeed for the baby. Initiation of breastfeeding immediately after delivery stimulate the release of oxytocin. We know oxytocin is a hormone that helps to contract the uterus, expel the placenta, so reduce postpartum bleeding or postnatal hemorrhagic. Sometimes we said that about postnatal hemorrhagic. This is the good or the benefit straight away happen when the mother breastfeed after deliver the baby or after labor. So when the placenta is expelled and then there is the baby was early initiation for the mother. There is a sucking in the nipple of the mother and oxytocin will release and that will make uterus is contraction and contraction of the uterus will close the blood vessel in the placental detach and that is why the bleeding will stop, something like that. And then breastfeeding also delays the return of fertility, thus reducing exposure to the maternal risk associated with short birth interval. We know uterus need more time for healing, more time for rest for a while until the uterus work again for the baby. I mean, when someone pregnant and then deliver the baby, they need interval time, interval for another labor, something like that, because the shorter the birth interval, so the higher the risk of like bleeding during labor or something like that, and also increasing the number of hypertension during pregnancy. In longer term, mother who breastfeed tend to be at a lower risk of premenopausal breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So it's good. I mean, it's very good news, very good knowledge that we have to deliver to the mother, to our community, that being breastfeed or doing breastfeed, it's reduce the possibility of mother suffer from cancer and breast cancer and ovarian cancer. So it will be great for the mother actually. And the analysis reviewed here so clearly that apart from being the safest and healthiest infant feeding method, so breastfeed is safest and healthiest infant feeding method. We know that why the safest, because anything is in a sterile condition like that, because that's not from the bottle, that can be some germ or we need for disinfected before and something, but when the mother breastfeed, so the milk is sterile, straight away come from the mother, so that it's safest and healthiest infant feeding method. Breastfeeding is also least expensive, of course. This is something that we have to considering about that at this time.
Okay, wonderful, Dr. Christiana. Thank you. Now we have a new insight about how to breastfeed the baby within the pandemic situation. I know this knowledge is not only important for mother, but also for the entire family and all of us so that we can support physically as well as psychologically to the breastfeed mother so that she will be happy and then the breast milk production will be sufficient for the baby. So that's great. Now, before we go forward to the next speaker, I would like to check whether, okay, Ibu Hanifah is ready for us. Okay. Okay, I would like to say hello and welcome to Ibu Hanifah.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, moderator.
Yeah, good afternoon to Ibu Hanifah. It's our pleasure to have you here. Okay, this is great. So you are on time. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried.
Yeah, because you're in another duty online as well. So it's
Indeed.
nice to be able to join with us. Okay. I'm honored to introduce her to you all. Her name is Hanifah Maherdeni, BSPH, we call it SKM, yeah. BSPH, MPH, PhD. She's from Diponegoro University, Indonesia. She got her Bachelor of Science in Public Health from Diponegoro University. Then she finished her Master of Public Health from the University of Philippines. She did her PhD at the College of Public Health at the University of South Florida. She had done lots of professional trainings as well as research projects, which cannot be mentioned one by one. She is currently the chair of the expert committee of the Indonesian Public Health Union. She has served as WHO consultant, ILO, and the GTZ for the development of occupational health in Indonesia since 2000. And also active in fighting for COVID-19. That's great. Now she will be delivering the topic, ensuring maternal health among female workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. So here she is, Mrs. Hanifah Maherdeni, BSPH, MPH, PhD. The floor is now turned over to you.